Hi. Aside from all my son's friends on YouTube, I was trying to sit here and have a good time. My furnace is running, it's very loud, and my camera is very foggy, and I wiped off, where's the thing? I wiped off my camera. I know, I'm not interesting. See? I don't have a good camera. And I also don't have a good phone. I've had it for quite a while and it's, falling apart and it's not working right and I can't even sing on Shmuel. But aside from my son being all mad over his friends, I wanted to come on and make a video and I wanted to talk about the coronavirus. Well, I did see that California and Illinois, they stay at home. They did a stay at home thing. And probably what's coming next is that's what's going to happen to all of us too. But I do have a question. When I did go to the store on Monday, which now it's Friday, I tried to get some food, just basic necessities, okay? I don't have money to sit and hoard. I never have. Wish I could, then I wouldn't have to worry so much, but that don't happen. And it brings up the point of the money that we might be getting too. But I'm not working right now, so I don't think I will get anything. But, then the other question was if Social Security people will get it. Well, whatever. So, what I did find, though, is when you are already low, you're even more low. I was always raised to work. I tried to quit school when I was 17, was it? And my dad told me, well, if you quit school, you better get a job right now. That's what he told me. Because you ain't living in the house unless you have a job. And so that was fine. Hey, I didn't just get one job. I got two. I was working at Dairy Queen and the meat market. I was kicking butt, So I felt good about myself because I could finally buy myself some new white socks. And my dad always used to blame me because, I would walk out real quick to check the mail for my mom or start her car real quick or whatever, and I would walk out there in my white socks. He acts like they're so new, okay? But they weren't. Once a year I might get socks, okay? So I wasn't wrecking my socks. So I don't know. I'm talking about that because it just really bothered me. It bothered me that I couldn't step in the cement because my socks were getting ruined. Yeah. And I was wasting my parents' money because I was walking in my freaking socks. They act like I walked over the world or something when I didn't, so I don't know. Well, I suddenly forgot what this video was about, but I was trying to get over all the bullying that's going on with my son right now, okay? And I seem to be having a hard time doing that. But anyway, I wanted to sing some songs and talk about the coronavirus and things like that. He's in there yelling, see? He's pissed off because everybody's jumping on him. And you got all these people on YouTube. They're in this big group and they're just bullying him to the bottom of the earth. So, it reminded me of a few things about family stuff and things that happened to me in my life. And I remember, which is quite recently, how I felt. And I'm not going to stop him from doing his videos. He can do what he wants. If there's something really bad, like he's really, really name-calling people, yeah, I'll stop it. But otherwise, compared to what all they're doing, and I guess YouTube's for that, go back and forth all day. I guess it's kind of like a debate, between atheists and Christians, or let's see, I don't know. I don't want to sit here and say the word, but, a lot of people have debates. They have debates online and things happen and people don't want to hear other people's advice. So I know this video's getting long. I should sum it up, but I didn't want to. I could talk all day. But there's so many things in my family that have been unresolved because no one wants to talk about them. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Because, like, to me, I'm not afraid to talk about them. I know what I did. I know why I did it and everything else. And not saying I did. I did one thing that supposedly would be wrong. But it was legally right. With the courts, it was legally right. I was the next of kin, and I took my mom's jewelry out of the pawn shop. It was my right to do. So, then again, on the other hand, they let my mom's storage go. They didn't pay it and everything else. They didn't let me include. And also, what they did was collect my mom's Social Security money for a whole year after. They took her money. They kept going to the ATM and taking her money even after she was dead. You see what I'm saying? Do you see what people do? And they want to accuse you for doing something that you legally were able to do, but they want to get on you. See? Now, I'm sure he'll never get in trouble for that. I'm sure he'll never get in trouble or get caught for taking my mom's money after she was dead. And you know what? It still could be going on. I don't know if it ever ended. I didn't call. I didn't get myself involved. But that's a perfect... To me, it's perfect. Do you know how much I could use that money? Yeah. I hope he's not still collecting it. I hope he's still not taking her ATM card and still going there. I mean, seriously, for a year after, he kept going and taking her money. Her money that belonged back to the freaking Social Security. Yeah, you want to talk about some truths? I'll do it. And today, I'm sorry, when all these people start getting down on my son and they start doing all this stuff and picking on him and bullying him and everything else about a simple conversation that he had through a private text message, then they spread it all through YouTube. And now my son, Brandon Hosky, is a racist. I mean, seriously, you are taking what they say on social media and mainstream fucking news, and you're making it like, oh, please wake up. Please wake up. I'm woke. And I see what's happening. I've been seeing it for a long time, and I'm sorry to sit here and act so secure in what I do, but it's the truth. I see what's happening. I've been watching for a freaking long time. It's not only because since Trump became president. I tell you what, though, I'm sorry. I'm going to sit here and brag. Back when Trump was up against Hillary in the presidential debate, I loved it. I started loving that guy. I didn't even know him much before, but when he was in the debate against Hillary Clinton, he was my man. He was my president. And I will never, ever, ever go against what I thought and everything. You know, at the time, the same time that the person was taking my mom's money and not giving me nothing. Just saying. And working a job on top of it as I'm working for him, and he's skimming me some money. Giving me a hard time, slamming it down on the desk and everything else because he had to pay me $500. Then it gets all the way down to $300, but he didn't even have a car. He didn't even have a car to drive. Do you know how much miles we drove to Brighton, to... Okay, I'm forgetting the names, but they were far. Southgate. Okay, you get my point. And he was taking my mom's money, but he was getting cheaper on me. You know, people do that. The higher they go and the richer they get, the more of a peon you are. I'm sorry for being rude in these messages, but today I think was a breakthrough for me, because when I start to see somebody pick on somebody else and stuff like that, I mean, I even have this friend, I'm not going to name her name, but there's another girl, and I've been watching her. I've been seeing how she acts and how she does her videos, and I don't agree with her. And I will stick up for my friend any day. If it needs to be where I have to stick up for her, it will be that way. I mean, because it just will be. That's me. So, you know who you are, my friend. And I'm there for you. You might have saw a video earlier. If you watched my video, you saw her face in there. It's for the people I watched. Well, you know, you have to sit there and watch your enemy. Just know that. I don't know if the girl is my enemy or not, but what I'm saying is she screwed over my friend. But do you think that I went out and did what my son's friends, supposed friends, did and just go jumped at them before I knew the answer? No, I did not. It was a warning sign to me to tell myself, keep an eye on her, Steph. Watch what she does. I would encourage you. If you think you don't have the time and you're sitting there playing solitaire and everything else, and I understand. I need those breaks myself. Why don't you just check into a couple other people's videos? Why don't you just watch what they're doing? You'll be shocked. You'll be amazed. Oops. I just knocked my phone off. But anyway, you know what? I may look a little bit overconfident here, but the thing is right now, I feel like this thing in me that I'm like gung-ho, like Steph, like, you know what? You know what you were born for, Steph. You know what you stand for. And don't back down. Don't back down. No matter what people think of you and how bad you can't speak, stand. Stand up for yourself. Don't be a doormat. Don't get shit on. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stand up for your friends. Stand up for what really matters. Honestly. Stand up for your friends who are out there singing and trying. Stand up for your friends that are out there making videos of their property and they feel good about themselves and you know they're not having a really easy time and they're suffering. Stand up for those people. Look inside yourself and find a heart and know these people are suffering. I'm suffering. I can't sit here and tell you all what I'm suffering for, but I am suffering. And I want to tell you what, it's repeated suffering. And it's not because I chose not to be more powerful than those problems. It's circumstances that put me here. And I've tried over and over to get past these things, and they still keep haunting me. I didn't give up yet, and I still keep trying, even though I'm not feeling well, and I'm not doing good, and I'm having all sorts of problems. I wish I could explain to you. Today was a breakthrough. Today I saw what was happening amongst our kids today. And any of you as a parent out there that do have kids, I would ask you to keep an eye on them and watch them. They told me I was a bad mother. I was a failure as a mother. That's what it was. I was a failure. I'm not a failure. I'm furthest from the failure. You don't know, son. I call you my son because I wish you were. I wish that we could have days together and we could spend them. We could have a good time. And, you know, I only had one kid because since he was autistic, it was very hard. And he didn't sleep through the night till he was 10. Okay. He didn't start speaking again till he was 6. He had like 9 words at the age of 7 months. Go, car, step, dog, door, glean, which was green. All of it disappeared until he was 6 years old. And when he was 6, he never quit talking. He kept going and going and going. And I'm going to tell you what, holding something in for that long, I don't blame people. Putting up with garbage for so long, trying to turn the other cheek, but there is a time to where we should come out and stand up for ourselves. There just is. And today, I felt that power. I felt that need. I felt it to stand up for my son. I try to stay out of things, but there is a time, a place. See? Today was the day. I thank you very much for listening to this video. I would rather be singing. I rather don't get involved in things, but I really did find today that that is my calling. It's to stand up for others that are suffering. I wish I could make it happen more. There's a lot more people suffering. There's a lot more people that need food, and that's another thing. We run low every single month, and this has been going on for so many years. It just is. God has us in his hands. He sure does. And he needs more people like you today to stand up. Now he wants you to stand up for the good things, the truth, and things like this. I understand. I went and commented on a few people's posts, but I really believe he wanted me to do that. When you are sitting there all alone, you're trying your best, and you have people out there that are YouTubers that have been out for many years, and you just got them slamming you down. I mean, that's something else. I guess it would be nice to stand on the other side of that glass window or the higher mountain, and you could just look down on people. Tell them how much of a piece of crap they are. Wouldn't that be so nice? No, it wouldn't. Because that's not what we were put here for. We're put here to stand together and fight. Like fight meaning to stand together with each other and fight up against the enemy, whatever that enemy may be. I don't know yet. I don't have all the answers, but today I felt it in my heart. This is what I need to do. I better end it because I've been yakking for freaking 17 minutes. I'm surprised my phone lasted that long. I don't regret, though, what I say. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Be safe. I love you. Anything I said in this message, it's out of my heart. It's not to hurt anybody. It's not to make anybody feel bad. It's just to let people know. Thank you.